Hello, my name is Ben Dover, and you can probably tell from my voice that I am not from Lattimore. I have been watching the mayhem from the Nelon-Cole podcasts for several weeks now, and I must warn you that these productions are not for the faint of heart. My recommendation is to grab a sun drop, put on your comfortable clothes, sit in your trusty recliner, and prepare to be entertained. Now, here are the Nelon-Cole players, Bart, Justin, and Alan. Otherwise known as three guys who have nothing better to do with their time, and who probably told their wives they were somewhere else.
Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or twilight. I'm not going to say the other one. What I messed up on.
Not Twilight?
Twilight. Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
Twilight somewhere.
I mean, it could be. Look, it's 7:00 here, where we're at in our luxurious setup that we have here, our luxurious, studio that we have. 7:00, and it feels like it's 12:00 at night. I mean, this time change is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Do you agree?
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
Alan, do you agree?
I'm sleepy when I get home, regardless of what time it is.
So you don't sleep in an extra hour?
No. I wish I
I'll be honest, I don't even change my clock.
You just leave it?
I just leave it. That way I'm an hour early now.
You are. Hour early.
That's not what I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say, I don't even change my bed sheets or something like that.
I think you're supposed to change your bed sheets every 2 weeks.
Is it every 2 weeks?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's
every
not every
week.
2 months.
Every week?
Every week, yes.
Every week.
So if you just heard like a random voice, that is Cathy. Cathy
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Cathy Buchanan.
I was wanting you to say your last name.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
That's
Cathy
okay.
Buchanan.
There you go. She is our guest. We normally don't do this, Bart. We're getting crazy tonight, okay?
We are.
We are getting crazy tonight. We normally don't bring our guest in until the second segment of the podcast. We don't normally bring you in for the introduction, but tonight, like I said, we're getting crazy because I got some controversial things that we need to bring up and we need to talk about. All right? I mean, this is the sixth episode, I think, that we're in now. People know us, but they don't know us, okay? Like, it's time to ruffle some feathers, okay? Like, I got some things that we need to discuss.
Let's get it all out.
We're getting it all out. I got some things that we need to discuss, and I want your opinion on these things. Alan,
Yes,
I want
sir.
your opinion on it. Bart, Cathy, that's why I brought you in. I want your opinion on these things because I think we're going to make some people mad tonight.
Is this going to have anything to do with a guy bringing like his pet alligator or whatever it was you did last time?
No.
We're not going to have any emotional therapy animals tonight.
No alligators coming to the Phillies game or nothing like that. But this is Mind Your Business podcast. Like, let's get that out there. This is sponsored by Nelon-Cole Termite and Pest Control and Nelon-Cole Moisture and Water. And what we want to do here, I'm your host, Justin Martin. That's my co-host over there, Bart. No cameraman over there, Alan. And we got the beautiful Cathy with us tonight.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me on tonight.
Yeah, it's good to have you. So this is just a podcast that we want to have fun with. We want to talk about your business in the next segment. But I got to get these controversial things off my chest. Okay?
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Alan, are you nervous?
I'm nervous. I don't know where this is going to go.
It's not going to go good.
I'm just wondering how much I'm going to have to edit out.
A lot. No, not that bad. Not that bad. So, question for all of you, and the ones listening, you can put this on the poll. When is the appropriate time to play Christmas music?
I'm hearing it already.
I know.
I mean, I've been hearing it for weeks. I mean,
Wait a
2 or
minute,
3
wait a minute.
weeks.
It's appropriate for, I think it's different. Appropriate for like a retail store or appropriate just like in your car?
Both. I don't want to hear it in a retail store before I have my turkey on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I agree with that. I don't think you should decorate anything for Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Give Thanksgiving its due, please.
Correct.
Halloween.
Give it its respect.
Give it its respect. Halloween gets its respect. It's there. It's by itself. We just came out of that. Awesome Halloween. If you hadn't listened to our podcast about Halloween and scary movies and stuff like that, go check those out. But give Thanksgiving the respect that Halloween gets and Christmas gets. I feel like it just gets thrown in there in the middle and it's forgotten.
Well, speaking of that, have you seen the new scary Thanksgiving movie that's coming out with this guy who's killing people on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we're back at the scary movies, Alan.
What happened? What a time to for a scary movie on Thanksgiving.
Also, and it's literally called Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes,
and the guy looks like a pilgrim or something. Yeah, and
he's just slaying everybody.
Thanksgiving sleigh movie.
Slaying.
That's what we really do.
My man is slaying people who eating turkey with their little corn on the cob.
Yeah, in their ears.
In the ears.
It looks like he's put one girl in the oven or something and baking her.
Yeah. Not baking pecan pie.
Chocolate pecan pie. That's delicious.
That is delicious.
Wait a minute, what kind of transition?
That's what we do.
Talking about baking a woman alive, and then Bart, man, that's delicious.
This is Mind Your Business podcast.
Yeah.
Alan, mind your business.
We've gone. My daughter sent a picture 3-4 days ago of her Christmas tree up in her house.
I've seen a lot of people's Christmas trees up already.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have their Christmas decorations up, but again, like I don't mind Black Friday. You throw all your stuff up,
Right.
okay? Like,
because you're off most of the time.
You're off typically. People enjoy Black Friday, and that's typically where you still have the Thanksgiving hangover. Maybe from turkey.
Food hangover.
What were you thinking, Kathy?
Food coma.
Food? Yeah, absolutely.
Food? Turkey?
What about the people that leave their Christmas lights on year round?
That's a sin.
Now,
Don't even get me started.
That's the worst.
I mean, why?
The worst.
Lazy.
Like it's July 4th and you still have the ice crystals hanging from your
Right.
They're not off again. There's no real holiday until Memorial Day, right?
I mean, you got
Well, there's New Year's.
Well, you got New
you got
Year's,
New Year's,
Valentine's Day.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nobody. You get off from work for Valentine's Day.
No, I mean, that's true. Well, it is true. Like once
So you have to get off work to have a real holiday, Alan.
I mean, some people will take like a whole weekend or a whole week.
That's a good point, Kathy. That's a good point.
Valentine's next week. I need the whole week off.
I need the whole week. I need the whole week.
What are you gonna do?
Can we
I'm
have-
out my Christmas decorations.
Look, I think we should start having company parties for Valentine's Day.
There we go.
Will you be mine?
It didn't take long, folks.
It never does now. It never does. So Kathy, what is your thoughts on? You're gonna have to edit that. Let me rewind that. What are your thoughts?
No way.
What are your thoughts?
$20.
What are your thoughts on Thanksgiving meal? Are you a turkey girl or are you a ham girl?
I cook both. Yeah. Well, I cook both, but I prefer ham.
Really?
I prefer ham, and if I have a choice, ham or turkey, I'm going to eat ham.
Really?
But I cook both because it's tradition.
So at your household, ham is tradition.
Yeah, ham and turkey.
Really? Mm-hmm. Bart?
I'm a turkey guy. I mean, it's just not Thanksgiving without turkey to me. But if there is ham there, I'll get some ham. 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 I mean, I'm not gonna pass some ham up, but it's gonna be like 2 turkey to 1 ham ratio.
Yeah. So how do you cook how do you cook your turkey?
I enjoy smoking a turkey.
Smoking it?
I like to brine it. If I'm getting real aggressive with it or I want to be fancy with it, I'll brine it for a couple of days in cranberry juice.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll inject it with Creole butter. Then I'll put a rub on it, and I'll smoke it for about 4 or 5 hours.
Are you dating this turkey?
We have a relationship after I'm done.
Sounds like
I was about to ask what
It's
time
a
is
good
it done?
turkey. It's a good turkey.
It's a good turkey. You like to stuff that turkey?
Whoa, that's $40.
Oh man. Anyway, I like a deep fried turkey.
Those are good, but you're going to pay about $80 for oil to fry one.
Yeah, you are. You are. That is true. What's your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving?
I got to go with the staple, mashed potatoes and gravy.
I like it. Yeah. That's good. Kathy, you got anything?
Sweet potato casserole.
That's a good one.
That
With
is
the
good.
pecans and the brown sugar. That's my favorite.
What about the macaroni and cheese? You got to have that.
You do. And it's got to be a good macaroni and cheese. Like crock pot macaroni and cheese. Like you got to.
Yeah, it can't just be the Kraft.
No, get out of
It's
here.
got to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to go with the shells and cheese on Thanksgiving.
definitely.
With some
Absolutely.
Cheese.
Cheese on top.
Burnt,
yeah.
crusted in.
The crock pot's the best. I agree
Yeah.
with Justin on that.
Yes, yes. And you remember my name.
I do.
Thank you.
Who could forget?
Oh,
well.
Oh,
He slipped me some money under the table.
already, I know.
For some edits.
I know. Yeah, you were worried about remembering our names when we first came on.
I see so many people. I'm terrible with names.
Yeah,
So, but,
yeah.
What about stuffing, guys? I mean, what's your thoughts on stuffing?
Get it out of here.
I mean,
No, it's good.
No, it's not.
It is.
See, there's a difference. Raised in the mountains in the country like I was, it's cornbread dressing. Not the stuff you buy out of a bag at
Right.
the grocery store
Right.
and
Not
mix it there.
stovetop.
It's right, not stovetop stuff, and it's real cornbread
if
dressing.
you're from the country, you call it dressing.
That's right.
That's true. That
you
is
don't
true.
call it stuffing.
You're right.
And there's a difference.
Yep.
So, Alan, you like stuffing?
Yeah, it's like flavored bread.
Yeah,
It's great.
disgusting flavored bread.
What about the people that put deviled eggs in their stuffing?
Yeah.
You seen that?
Whoa,
No,
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Now that might be something I can get down with.
Dressing.
Yep.
Justin.
Gravy
seen that.
over
Okay.
the dressing.
Gravy over the dressing. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Like you got to add a lot of gravy to it, though.
Why do you not eat dressing?
I don't like it.
He's not from around here.
Where are you from,
He
Justin?
just doesn't like the dressing.
Where do you think I'm from? I've asked you this question when we first met. Where do you?
Well, you said you were from West Virginia.
I did not. Bart said I was from West Virginia.
But he has all of his teeth, so you know he's lying.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he
this
got
is
all
true.
his teeth.
I do have
So
all my
he-
teeth.
That's where the toothbrush was invented, West Virginia. If it was invented anywhere else, they would have called it the teeth brush.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Where do you think I'm from?
It's a loaded question.
That is a loaded question. You don't have a Yankee accent, so
Okay.
you're from here.
Okay.
But you don't have my accent, so you're not as far south as me.
He's like on the Virginia line.
Is that what?
Roanoke.
I was actually born in Shelby, North Carolina.
Really? Okay.
Yes. But I
Never
get-
left.
Never left.
Okay.
I didn't.
You went to App
For
for a wrestling tournament.
a wrestling camp, I did.
Yeah, so.
I graduated from Gardner Well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, never left. A lot of people, though, the reason I ask that question is because a lot of people think I am from the North because I don't like certain things that the South loves,
Yeah,
like dressing.
right. But your accent is why I didn't guess up north.
Right. Yeah. So, so there we go. She kind of got it right. West Virginia. Bart
Didn't know
said
he was
that.
taking score.
Oh, we always take score on this
The
podcast.
North.
The North.
I am not from the North.
No, I'm not. So another thing that I want to talk about real quick before we get into the questions for you, Miss Cathy,
Okay.
and your business and lead therapy and what all that entails. And we're really excited to get to talk to you about that. But the other question I want to bring to our attention is I took a poll from some pest control technicians, and I asked them.
Did you survey 100? The top answers.
Yeah.
The top answers are.
96 people.
We question 100 pest control agents.
Yeah, so I did a poll, and I asked the question, and I want you to give me your honest answers when I ask you the same question. I asked the question, which infestation would they rather have at their house?
At their personal house?
At their personal house. Which infestation?
I had to pick an infestation. It's like picking a disease.
I know.
If
Yeah.
I had to be plagued with a disease.
So the infestation... there's,
I'm thrown off by Bart's. Wait a minute. You mean their personal house? Their neighbor's house.
as a neighbor, so they can go make more money.
Their parents' house. What infestation would you want in your parents' house?
I don't want a rat infestation. No, I mean, really.
Wait a minute. You mean their personal house?
Yeah. Their personal house. What infestation would you rather have at your personal house? Roaches or bed bugs?
Sure.
Roaches.
None of the above.
You gotta pick one.
I mean, when you say infestation, when we say infestation, this is bad.
This is
bad.
bad.
This is like,
This is the worst of the worst.
yeah, this is like,
You walk in, you turn on the light, the walls and floors are moving. You go to bed, they're crawling all over you.
I'd have to go with the roaches. I mean, but that's just the lesser of the two evils.
True. Alan, what you got?
I'm going roaches, definitely. At least I could sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, if it's that bad, they're in your bedroom falling on your head while you're sleeping.
Oh, I totally misunderstood you. I thought you said in depends. Like I would be in the bed wearing depends.
I mean,
That is one serious infestation.
that is a serious infestation.
Well, he don't have to change his sheets twice a week. If he wears Depends, he just do his
just-
thing and don't get up in the
He
middle
just
of the
changes all
night.
the bed.
Oh, Lord.
Kathy,
I would have to go with roaches.
roaches. I went roaches as well. Majority of the pest technicians, and this should be a shout out to anybody. These guys are what they deal with it every day, right? So they see this stuff every single day. And the majority of the pest technicians that I surveyed, 100 of them, said roaches as well. So, and I have to agree with them. I mean, why do you want to get bit?
Why do you want to get bit?
I mean, why? Why do you want to be sleeping?
Well, the part what bothered me the most is bed bugs give off histamines that will last up to 6 months. So the more you get bit, the more chances of allergic reactions, and that's something you're not going to kick. Roaches, you can kick them. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get rid of them, but bed bugs a whole different breed.
That's true. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if you go into a roach-infested area, the smell is horrendous.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's this musky, just dirty.
Oily,
It's horrendous.
You won't forget it.
No, you won't forget it. As a matter of fact, I went to a North Carolina game one time, basketball, and on the way home, we stopped at this restaurant that will not be disclosed because I don't want to throw them under the bus.
Cracker Barrel.
No, it was not. I will say it was a fast food restaurant. I walked in, and Bart, I don't know, you probably have done this before, but I walked in and I smelled the smell. The musky, the roach smell. And I immediately walked out. Mm-hmm. And the people I was with was like, why do you not want to eat here? I'm like, I will go 10 more miles down the road. As a matter of fact, I will go all the way back to my house and eat a bologna sandwich.
What, you talking about your personal house?
Yes, my personal house. And eat a bologna sandwich before I ever step foot in that restaurant again, because I knew as soon as you walk in, like, you just know, like, you're going to have some stomach problems when you leave here.
I have the E. coli burger with a side of salmonella fries.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. So the majority pest technicians said roaches. Everybody here said roaches. So I think I think everybody here is smart.
How about if it were roaches or bees? Like I'm talking like yellow jackets.
In your personal house?
No, in your parents' house, your neighbor's house.
I mean, you'd have to. You talking about like coming into the living area, just flying around? I mean,
Like just everywhere. Your house is like Justin said. You walk in and roaches just scurry everywhere.
what
Or
did you
just
walk in
bees.
and a yellow jacket just flying everywhere? I'd have to go with the roaches.
Roaches again.
Is Candyman visiting you or something? Like,
Well, just don't say it again.
Candyman.
Don't you do it.
One more time, he's coming. Oh man, I'm going. I would go. I don't know. I mean, if you go into a house that has yellow jackets, you're literally everywhere. Like, you're probably dead.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get stung.
Yeah. All right. So that was fun. There's a couple couple icebreakers there. Cathy, I just wanted to get you involved. Like, I love, like, we have talked a little bit before we even came on air. And I love your personality.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm excited to get into your business and talk more about your business and just learn more about you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. This is Mind Your Business Podcast. We'll be back with more kind of serious stuff. Maybe not so much serious, but we'll be right back on Mind Your Business Podcast. Stay tuned.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nelon-Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Welcome back. We are here with Miss Cathy.
Cathy Buchanan.
There
Thanks for having
you go.
me.
You got it this time. That's awesome.
I catch on pretty quick.
You do. I like it. So we had to take a quick break, obviously, to get our sponsors in. We got to make money somehow, right? Right, Bart?
We do.
Yeah, we got to make money. I mean, we don't
Yeah, 'cause
afford
we
all
get
of
paid
this.
so much for this podcast.
So much money. It's unbelievable. But also, Cathy, you had to go to the little girl's room, and you had something to say about our bathrooms. That's the first thing you said
No
when
one
you
is
walked
saying.
out.
I was amazed at how big the bathroom is. Usually a bathroom that big, it's got 6 or 8 stalls in it. Just saying, you could rent that out for an apartment. Throw a cot in there.
Wait a minute. A personal apartment?
Yeah, personal apartment, absolutely. Yeah, you guys would be on time to work.
Some of our guys could use that.
I know, right? And another question, the big metal rack in there that's got 6 poles going off each side,
Yeah.
and then that black strap. I mean, I'm just a little bit curious what that's for in there.
That's
Y'all
actually to
scared
hang
me.
these tables up.
Oh, is it? Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, we'll put my mind at ease.
Wow. Where were you going?
Had that excuse prepared.
I was a little bit scared.
What threw you off, wasn't it?
The strap. Anytime you see just a strap hanging, it's questionable. It's questionable.
Very worried.
So, Cathy, your business that you own is Lead Therapy.
Yes.
Correct? Where's that located at?
Kings Mtn, North Carolina.
Kings
just on the
Mtn.
outskirts of Shelby.
Nice. Now, how did you get into guns?
Guns. Well, I grew up in the mountains in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and we used to shoot and hunt and things like that as kids growing up. And then I moved down here after I graduated from Hendersonville. And actually, I got into it in 2007. I started dating a guy that had his license but didn't really have anything else. And so we started from that in 2007, and then I went out on my own and been doing guns for almost 17 years now.
Wow. Wow.
How did you come up with the name Lead Therapy? I think that's a really cool name.
That's an awesome name.
Because I like to shoot, and I mean, it's great therapy. It's funny, a lot of people call lead therapy, but no, it's lead therapy. And
Lead therapy, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, like shock therapy or something, But it's lead therapy, and if you notice on the logo, and I'm just going to hold that up, if you notice the little bullets on there, it's all 223 brass.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I just now
wow.
noticed that. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's a little
That's
bullet.
nice.
So that's the trade name is lead therapy. Just from shooting a lot, and like I say, it's really therapy.
It
Take
is
your mind off a
stress
lot of
relieving.
things. It very
Yeah.
is. Yes, very much.
Yeah, my stress reliever is working out, like to the gym. So a lot of people would consider that obviously therapy, just going out and just shooting.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, it's good
That's
therapy.
awesome.
A little more expensive than the gym, but
That is
with,
true.
Yeah.
with prices today, absolutely, yeah.
Well, how did you come up with the name? I mean, what?
Just from shooting and lead therapy, and then I come up with the own logo.
Well, so you got the
and-
Guns N' Roses here, too.
Right. This is my LLC is the Guns N' Roses.
okay,
and,
okay.
and where that come from, everybody's thinks it's the band. It doesn't have
Right.
anything to do with the band. This come from one selling guns, and then the roses. Now I don't look much like a redhead anymore as I'm getting older and turning gray, but used to be like a little copper penny, just as red-headed as could be. And growing up, there was 6 of us. There was 2 boys, or 3 boys, 3 girls, 2 redheads, 2 brunettes, and 2 blondes. And me and my sister were redheaded, and we always teased our brothers about being the thorn between the 2 roses.
That's right.
Every rose has its thorn.
That's it. Every rose has its thorn. So that's where the Guns N' Roses come in from, the LLC name on that, and then, like I say, the trade name being Lead Therapy.
So do you go hunting every year? Or
I used to. I've not been hunting in probably the last 4 years.
probably work too much, don't you?
I do, yeah.
This is probably your prime time too.
It is.
Season.
Hunting season's kicked in. Then, of course, you'll have Black Friday rolling in, which will have a lot of good deals going on that also.
Well, right now we're in black powder season. Do you sell a lot of black powder firearms and things of that nature?
A few. The Fire Stick's really a good one. That's one of the new ones that's really took off in the last couple years. But, yeah, we do sell a good amount of black powder stuff. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
We have 209 primers if anybody's hunting them.
There
It's
you
hard
go.
to find black powder stuff anymore, especially anybody that has a selection.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Yeah, I don't stock a whole lot because, again, it's such a short season.
Yeah. And there's a time life on black powder too. It's got a shorter shelf life.
Shorter shelf life, yes.
Yeah, so Cathy, you held up your shirt, and
Yes.
there was another shirt that you didn't bring.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about that shirt.
I didn't think about it. It is a T-shirt and sweatshirt that I created for our archery range.
So you created. So
Yes.
That's the other thing. You do archery there as well.
We do archery. We
Yeah.
have a 20-yard indoor archery range, 13 lanes, 26 targets, and we hold tournaments and stuff there, money shoots, regional tournaments, different things like that. But
Wow.
but it is seasonal, so it usually starts October and ends in the end of January.
So we're right there in archery season right now.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
So a
So-
great time to promote that T-shirt.
Exactly, and we'll get that. You'll have to have me back, and I'll bring it.
Bring that T-shirt back.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a great big target on it. It's got an arrow going in it, and it says, "I hit that."
Classic.
Yeah.
That's an awesome shirt. So archery, you're talking about archery, and you got, you have the 20. You said 20
yards
20 yards in your actual building.
in the building.
So
yes.
people can come out and shoot, and have therapy that way as well.
Exactly.
There's a big tournament coming up, right? Like a big tournament, like national tournament coming up in Pennsylvania.
Yes, and
Yeah.
people will come to our store and shoot preparing for that. We do, like this month, we're doing 4, and it's called a Vegas 3-spot money shoot. We charge $20 entry fee, and then it's a 50-50 split money-wise at the end. And a lot of the people come in and shoot for that, getting prepared for Lancaster.
Wow. So that's what it's called, Lancaster.
Yeah, it's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
So can anybody just come in and just get into that tournament?
Absolutely.
So I could come in with no archery experience at all.
It may not fare well.
You
but
could, but you know.
I will pay your entry fee.
Hold
dude.
on. Put the camera on me, Alan. Okay, here's the camera. Do I have the right form?
No.
Well, I mean,
Not for archery.
Do it again, Justin. Do it again.
It looks like Cupid.
Folks, what do you think?
what do you think?
He's celebrating Valentine's Day.
Yo, keep
That
it.
looks like it's like I'm looking like
Take off
a
all
movie
week.
shot.
We can edit that shirt that says I didn't hit that.
Oh wow!
Oh God.
I love it. Wait a
I
minute.
was thinking of the
Hold
cover
on.
of the Hunger Games.
Hold on a second. Wait. I got to go back to what you said, though. You said I didn't have the right form from archery. So what form do I have the right form for?
I don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
I know what he was fishing for.
I know.
He was fishing for nude modeling.
Wait a second.
Oh gosh.
I love this podcast.
Well, I noticed one thing. Archery has gotten super popular, especially on a high school level now.
Yes.
It's like that's a high school sport.
Yes.
And it's blown up. I mean,
Yeah, it really has.
It really has, and a lot of people miss the boat. There are so many.
I mean, you can get archery scholarships now.
That's what I was
to
going
go
to say. There's
college
so
on.
many scholarships in
Yeah.
there. Yes.
You can get scholarships for bass fishing
Yeah.
to go to
Yes.
college now. I mean,
Yes, there's a lot in there, and there's a lot of local schools that have teams and stuff, and they come to the store and shoot also. But they'll spend a lot of money on bows and archery and stuff.
now, do
getting
you
that
sell
set
those
up.
things as well, the bows?
I don't. It's right now. It's so hard to get somebody that can work on every type of bow.
I guess that's true. You have to have a service
Right.
department.
Yeah, and it's just hard. One, people don't want to work anymore. I don't know how they afford not to. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard to get somebody in that knows every bow and can set everything up.
Yeah,
So
because you'd almost have to be an exclusive dealer of a certain bow or product.
Right, and everybody wants something different.
Yep.
There's so many different brands out there, and I mean, just in our shoots on Thursday nights and Saturdays, I mean, if there's 26 people in there, it's probably 10 different kinds of bows.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So starting your business, you said about 17 years ago when you decided to go out on your own.
I went out on my own a little over 3.5 years ago.
So 3.5 years ago. So how was that transition for you as one, just being, I mean, it's hard enough in today's world for women, for whatever reason. It's not fair whatsoever.
I agree.
But how was that transition for you to get to that place where you're just like, I'm going to take this leap of faith and just make my own way in this?
It was a tough decision to do, and I prayed about it a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just said, God, you know, if you want me to do this, then give me a sign without a shadow of a doubt. And believe me, he hit me over the head that day. And that's when I said I walked off from my other partner and opened up on my own. And, you know, honestly, I had more in 1 year by myself than I had in 14 with him.
Wow.
So
Nice.
it was,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
awesome.
That's a
definitely
blessing.
God saying, you know, hey, you need to do this, get out, get on your own. And, you know, the customers, if you run across anybody that's ever been in the store, they'll tell you, you know, Cathy's very knowledgeable on firearms. And I'm also I don't try to sell you the highest price gun or the gun that I'm going to make the most margin on.
Right.
You know, I want you to have what you need, whether it's for self-defense, target shooting, competition shooting,
Yeah.
or, you know, just anything like that. You know, we want to make sure that you can operate the gun, make sure that you can, you know, work it and everything. A lot of times you have some people come in, they can't rack a slide. Well, what good's the gun to you?
Yeah.
You know,
No-
so,
no good.
and a lot of people,
Whatever that means.
right. Alan,
Yeah.
come on by and I'll show you.
Yeah. Rack a slide.
Rack a slide.
Alan, I love how you just said, yeah. And then you're like, whatever that
He's gonna
means.
slide into
I mean,
somebody's
it sounds good. I
DM
mean,
too.
it sounds like you're going to walk into a club. Hey, baby, I know how to rack a slide.
It's electric.
It's electric. Alan, next episode, I want you to go. You're doing a DJ this coming weekend.
I am.
At a lady that works with us named Jessie. Shout out to Jessie. But you're doing a DJ, so I would love for you to see if that line works on anybody
I'll
there.
teach you how to rack and slide.
And if that works, please let me know on the
That's
next
so out of
podcast.
context. But it sounded good.
It does sound good.
No and in there, Alan, just FYI.
Rack a slide.
Rack a slide.
Rack
Yeah.
a slide.
Rack a slide.
Slide.
That's awesome.
Rack a slide.
Yeah, that's Alan's new dance.
So-
Rack a slide.
So Alan, get the line right and then use it
Rack a slide.
at Jesse's wedding reception and see how that goes over.
Okay, here's a funny part. I'm going to tell you what I think that means, having no idea what it is.
Oh.
It sounds like like a bolt action. Does it have anything to do with bolt action at all?
Well, it's like your semi-automatic.
No.
You put the magazine in, and then to chamber the bullet from the magazine into the chamber, you
It's
rack
like a
the slide.
pistol.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
You rack the slide.
The most famous part of any action movie.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Rack a slide.
You like that sound effect?
I do.
Hit it again for us.
What advice would you give other ladies or women that would think about starting their own business?
I started out on my own right there at COVID, you know, late
Tough.
2019, early 2020. It was tough, one, to find a building. It was very tough to get inventory, even though I had been in the industry, because of, you know, how COVID has affected everything. You know, you couldn't
Yeah.
get parts for vehicles, heating and air, anything like that. It was very difficult starting at that time. But if you could get it, you know, then you could definitely sell it, you know. But it's been a good 3.5 years, no regrets. I would just say jump in and hang on. You know,
Step out on faith.
Step out on faith. It's well worth it, you know. And there's so many, you know, because we are a minority. You know, and there's so many women that are afraid to step out on their own and think they have to have a partner, whether it be, you know, another male or another female. But step out on faith, and, you know, if it's meant to be, God will get you through it.
And the thing is too, what I feel from you when you talk about your business, when you talk about lead therapy, you talk about just guns in general, is your passion for it. Like, I think that's one thing, anybody, male or female, if you're going to do something, Like, you got to be passionate about it.
Yep.
If you don't have the
Absolutely.
passion, then it's not gonna work anyway.
That's exactly right. That's one thing on it. You know, when you love what you do, it's not work.
Yeah.
So I work 7 days a week, but you know, look at what you accomplished. You can turn back and look
you
and
guys
say,
are-
you know, I went from here to here in this short time.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's not like you really work 7 days a week because you love what you do.
Right.
So, do you keep your store open on Sundays too?
No, I do not open on the Lord's Day. That's one thing. I used to when I worked in a plant. We had to
Right.
work 7 days a week a lot of times, and I always said if I'm blessed enough to ever own my own business, I'm not working on Sundays, so we do not.
I don't blame you a bit.
Yeah. So we're open 5 days a week, closed Sundays and Mondays.
What are some of the things that you've really done well with your business that you're proud of as far as your accomplishments in such a short period of time?
Well, one, being a female business owner, so that's you know, I'm proud of being that. And not only that, in our area in Cleveland County, most other shops are pawn shops.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really just a true, normally mom and pop, but I'm just a mom shop, so to say. But, you know, most of them are pawn shops. Nobody's what you call a true gun shop. You know, they've got other things in there. And then the variety that we offer in our inventory, I mean, we have easily 600-700 or more guns in stock.
I was going to ask you how many you had in stock because I've been to your shop and I was amazed. And I've told probably 100 people that's the best inventory of any gun shop I've ever been to in my life.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, anything and everything you can think of. She had guns that I didn't even know they had calibers for yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I was impressed.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I say, if most people want to come in and put that gun in their hand,
Yeah.
you know, to see if it fits, how does it feel, how's the trigger, just different things on it. So it makes a difference if you have it in there, you're more apt to sell it.
Yeah, for sure. What would you say some of the, like, going into the business and now being in there 3.5 years, some of the mistakes or maybe things that you might have done differently, or have you kind of tweaked some things throughout the process of the business?
I really, you know, I've been in the industry, you know, 17 years and just learned and grow just different ways to keep up with inventory, different ways to, you know, to order and just learning and growing from that, I guess. You know, I really don't think I'd make any changes because everything you've been through all those years, you know, makes you who and what you are today.
That's
and, you know, I've had lots of trials and tribulations with it, you know, but I'm very proud to be where I'm at today.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at, you know, some of the, you talk about the trials and tribulations, what was the biggest challenges that you faced when you started the business?
When I started out on my own, the hardest thing was trying to find a building
Yeah.
as big as I wanted and not be able to outgrow it, you know, immediately. And I was so scared when I found this building. A friend of mine told me about the landlord, and I called him and met him down there. And I was just worried. It was 6,000 square foot. And
Wow.
I'm thinking, you know, how in the world am I going to fill up 6,000 square feet?
Yeah.
And I mean, that was scary. And then I'm thinking, the rent is how much?
Yeah, right.
You know, I was
Right.
like, wow, how am I going to be able to afford that?
Yeah.
But then again, you couldn't find anything else.
Right.
Everything was either tiny and still very, very high on rent, you know.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge there to get through that. But, you know, within 1 year, I had that building full.
That is so.
So you've got it filled up now.
Yeah.
Do you need a bigger building at this point, or are you
No.
comfortable where you're at?
I'm comfortable where I'm
Okay.
at. I've got great landlords. They pretty much let me do whatever I want in the building.
I guess they have to because, I mean, you got guns.
No.
I'm doing what I want to.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You're gonna come in here and tell me what to
Make
do?
What do you
my
mean I
day.
can't paint these walls orange?
Yeah.
Just say that to my face.
Yeah, I hear you. But no, I do have two great landlords, and they do allow me to do pretty much anything I want. You've been in the store, of course, and saw the little cabin I built in.
Yeah.
And
That was really cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that separates the archery range from
nice.
the gun store.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we done that, and then I do my own screen printing in house. I don't do it for anybody else, but I do it, print our own shirts in there.
Oh, nice.
And then working on tanning beds to come in. So
Hold
Tanning
on.
beds.
Hold
yes,
on.
yes.
Come
Everybody.
in, get your sheet on, get your tan on.
Everybody
And go
just-
shoot your
wait a
bow
second.
at the same time.
Wait a second. So we can come and shoot guns, buy
No.
a T-shirt.
You can buy guns, shoot bow and
Oh,
arrows.
shoot! So we can't shoot at your place?
No, we don't have a gun range. We got a archery range, bow and
Okay,
arrow.
okay. So we can come and shoot bows, buy guns, get a T-shirt to make your guns look good,
And say, I hit that.
When you leave.
and say I hit that, and to make yourself look even better in the T-shirt, lay in the tandem bed for 20 minutes.
Yes.
There you
And
go.
don't forget, you can rack and slide.
You can rack and slide,
Rack a slide, Alan.
rack a slide,
Rack a slide.
rack a slide.
Alan.
You gotta get it right, Alan.
We'll
You gotta
work
get
on
it
that.
right.
Yeah, we'll work on that, Alan.
So tandem beds coming to lead therapy.
Coming soon. I've got an electrician in there working on everything, and then of course we've got to get an inspection and things like that. So hopefully we'll have that in place when season starts first of next year is what I'm hoping.
How many are you planning on having?
Just 4.
So here's the thing
Wow.
you need. You need a stand-up tanning bed so that you can shoot the bow while you're tanning.
That is actually, Alan. That's probably one of the best ideas you've ever had.
That is awesome, Alan. We'll work on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job, Alan.
Yes, thank you.
Honestly, with that comment, I think he deserves a camera now.
He does. He's brilliant. Yes.
It's awesome.
Well, I got to think it was extremely expensive for a startup because, I mean, $500 an average gun, and that's not really a high-end gun.
Exactly.
But that's middle-of-the-road gun. So, I mean, I got to think it was expensive startup.
Very expensive startup because you had to go back and just the lease on the building alone, and then you got to get all your permits and everything, and then you had to come in and buy display cases.
I didn't think about that yet.
Right, because
display.
just the things people don't think about, but all the display cases, a lot of slat wall that we had to buy and put on the walls and stuff like that, and then the hangers to hang on. So it was very expensive, just the initial startup. But like I say, I've been in the industry for 17 years, so most of the dealers knew me and everything, so it was easy for me to set up accounts to have lines of credit with the gun
Well, that's nice.
distributors.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a blessing in that. And then, like I say, it's just blown up from there. So
Who inspires you, or what inspires you to say I'm going for it?
well, I've always been determined and a little hard-headed, if I can admit. I'm the type, if somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm going to show you that I can.
Oh, did somebody tell you couldn't do it?
Yeah, my ex.
Really?
Oh, that's pretty good
Yes.
inspiration.
I'll show you.
Maybe that's why
in
he used the
your
X.
face. That's right.
Pretty good
He
inspiration.
used the
Yeah.
X. That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that motivation. Like, a lot of people don't have that type of motivation. Like, if somebody says that I can't do something, then they like, okay, I'll just give up. Like, you're right, I can't
Exactly.
do it. But the motivation, and again, that comes with passion, man. Like, you got to have that passion, you got to have that motivation, and you definitely do. So
Gotta
that's
love
awesome.
gotta love what you do.
Yeah, you do.
Well, have you met or exceeded your business goals at this point, or
I have exceeded my business goals. Yes.
nice?
Yep. I exceeded my business goals on my 1-year anniversary.
Wow.
Wow,
It took you
that's
1 year.
Amazing.
Yep.
Take that, X.
Where you at now?
Took me 1 year.
1 year. That's
Come
right.
on and rack and slide.
So, let me ask you this. How many guns do you think someone would own to be considered a gun fanatic? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or more?
Fanatic.
A fanatic?
Fanatic.
I don't know, 20 or more.
Wow.
Are you a fanatic, boy?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like a double fanatic and then some.
I was about to say, he was.
I've got 5 guns in my truck right now.
Not anymore, you don't.
Well, yeah, I better get down there. I got 2 in my office.
It's probably something getting that big bathroom, too.
Nelon-Cole is not a place you want to break into, folks. I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Don't mess with his personal butter either.
Bart.
Blow your head right on.
Okay, Alan, let's get some context to that. Bart told a fantastic story.
Oh, you're right. That was during the cut. I'm
That was
sorry.
that was during the break. Bart told a fantastic story about a grilled cheese, and we got to have it now. We got to have it for the main thing.
You're on, brother.
Well, this past weekend I was cooking a grilled cheese, and my wife went to get some butter out of the refrigerator, and she pulled out this piece of butter in a stick that was just like all crinkled up. She said, why do you always squeeze the butter out? Why don't you just get a knife or a fork and just cut you off a piece and put it in there? I said, that's my personal butter. I said, you can do whatever you want with all that other butter.
And she said,
but that's my personal butter. I said, I can squeeze it off if I need
and
to.
then the question from his wife was, who the hell has personal butter?
You do not mess with this man's butter.
Don't mess with the butter.
Under penalty of death.
I'm just too lazy to get the knife and squeeze it off.
When a man has personal butter and he's a gun fanatic.
Don't mess with his butter.
My man's got 3 guns around the butter.
Oh, man.
Actually, there's probably 4 guns on every level of my house, not counting what's in the safe.
How many levels do you have?
8.
3. I've got guns strategically placed everywhere in the house.
Bart lives in the Home Alone house.
Have you seen Tackleberry off
Yes.
of Police Academy? I'm Tackleberry's son. That's me.
Yeah, Bart was really hoping that you would say it has to be more than 100 for
Has
being
to
a
be more.
fanatic.
Yeah, I know.
When you went 20, he was like, ugh.
I was like, maybe I am a fanatic.
Yeah. Most people have 1, 2, maybe. But yeah, you get on up 20 or more.
I've probably got 20 pistols alone. Not counting any rifles, ARs, or shotguns, or anything else.
Hey, it takes that to protect a man's butter.
Yeah, I'm like the Midway USA guy. Just one more.
Just one more.
Just
I
one more.
thought Justin was going to ask a minute ago. He was asking about your inspiration and all, and I thought he was going to say, who is your inspiration as far as guns and whatnot? And I just thought the only answer was, how do you answer that? Like Davy Crockett?
Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
That's all. It's because you get a cap. Had to have
There
gun
you go.
to
There
get
you
one.
go.
Who is your inspiration in guns?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smith and Wesson.
I was going to say Smith and Wesson.
That's perfect.
Well, what pistol or handgun do you think would be the easiest for a lady to own or to fire or to carry?
Some of the easiest ones for women to rack now are going to be the Smith & Wesson Easy Shields. It's a very easy slide to rack. The Walther makes a great pistol, the CCPs. They've got a very easy slide to rack on them. There's a few more out there, but that's 2 of the top ones that's easy to rack the slide. Waiting on Alan over there laughing.
Yeah, he's waiting to rack a slide.
He's
anytime.
on it.
He's going to rack a slide for the night's
I'm
over.
still laughing at the Daniel Boone comment.
Those are some of the easier ones for women to rack the slides on.
What do you think the best home defense handgun would be?
That's a good question. I mean, most people, 9mm is more popular than anything right now. 40s is about played out. We still sell a few, still stock some.
Why is
but
that? 40 is a bigger caliber than a 9.
It is, but with the ballistics and the changes and everything over the years, you don't have that recoil with a 9mm that you have with the 40. So
True,
a lot of people's
true.
going to the 9 because you got with the ballistics just as much knockdown with it. So.
Well, you got a point.
Good enough for Vanilla Ice.
So, wow.
Rolling into 5.0.
Wow. That's what Alan's good
Vanilla
for.
with the 9.
The one-liners.
The one-liners.
So I don't deer hunt, but what caliber do you think is best for deer hunting?
Well, it depends on where you're hunting and how far you're shooting. So,
Yeah.
if you go out west where I used to go, a 6.5 Creedmoor's great because it's longer, flatter shooting than your 308. But then again, it depends on what you're hunting. Are
Yeah.
you hunting elk? Are you hunting deer, coyote?
I'm not hunting anything.
You're not hunting anything? Yeah.
I'm waiting for
He's
Bart
hunting them
to,
two-legged deer.
Oh, dear.
He said he couldn't be embarrassed, but look at that face.
oh man, she got me.
I don't think he hunts them. I think he traps for them.
Oh, he traps them.
He sets up snares.
Snares.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wasn't she asking about those metal bars?
Yeah.
The straps.
Yeah, I'm worried again.
Justin's trap.
Oh man.
That is not a red light on him, by the way, folks.
Do you think ammo makes a huge difference in gun effectiveness or functionality?
Well, I mean, every gun is different. You can take a Glock and it'll shoot about any manufacturer brand. Then you get some like a H&K. A lot of those, the manual will tell you to start with 124 grain. So each gun is different as far as the grain weight of the bullet that it likes, so to say. So it's a little bit different on everything. I mean, like I say, your Glocks are going to shoot about anything. Then it just changes.
Right.
That's the first thing. If you ever have a gun that won't cycle or you're having issues with it, the first thing I tell them is to change the ammo. And that usually will fix the problem unless there was something wrong, the magazine or something like that. But it's usually an ammo issue.
Really?
So, yeah.
So it's not really the gun issue; it's more of an ammo issue.
More of an ammo issue, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that could be something wrong with the gun. I'm not saying that,
right.
But usually if you change the ammo, you'll see, okay, well that gun liked this ammo, but it didn't like that.
Gotcha.
And the same on some of your hunting rifles. One guy's gun, he'll tell me he said it won't shoot nothing but the Hornady. It's all that gun like. Everything else, he's spread out, bigger than a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
But he gets the Hornady, then that's what his gun likes. So everything's different.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you sell other like optics for the guns, like scopes, stuff like that?
Yeah, scopes, red dots, things like that. We have a selection of those too. Yeah.
Awesome.
I would
Sounds
lo-
like you could get a turnkey.
You can, yeah. Yeah, you
Set
get
up.
everything. You can shoot an arrow and in your bikini, like Alan said.
While you tan, yeah.
Well, yeah, shoot an arrow while you're tanning in your bikini and
So I could come in, I could buy a deer rifle, I could get the
get the ammo, the scope.
the rail, everything, and I could have it all packaged together, and I could go out, sight my scope in, and be hunting the next day.
Absolutely. Be hunting that evening.
That's awesome.
Yep, that's awesome.
With your sunburn.
With a sunburn.
Yeah. And I hit it, Church.
And I hit
Yeah,
that.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Sight that gun in, I hit that.
Do
That is
people
awesome.
ever come in and
That
think,
is awesome.
well, this lady, she doesn't know anything about guns?
Oh,
and-
Lord, yes.
How long does it take them to realize, hey, she knows what she's talking about?
It took me about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There
I'm
you
like, I
go.
do not want to mess with this woman.
And that was,
she will
a
blow
long
me
time.
away.
It's usually quicker than that. You're slacking, Justin.
Oh,
I lost my head.
she lost her head. That's another $20.
That's another $20 to edit that one out.
Now, do you sell
awesome.
archery accessories and things of that nature too, like broadheads, things of that nature?
No, not so much. Again, I was going to, and a friend of mine, Jack, talked me out of it. Again, because you don't have a Bowtech, so
Right.
not stocking really anything in that. Just mainly the range.
Can people shoot crossbows at the range?
No, tear up your targets too bad.
Yeah,
That's
especially
one
those
reason. Yeah, I didn't want to stock
ravens
those.
and
Right.
those kind of crossbows. Yeah.
And it'd be kind of scary for the hair salon. What if one went through that wall, So, oh, what a nice part you got.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
or
part
you
of
know,
your-
death. There's always that.
Yeah, that's true. So if somebody comes into the store, how many guns could they expect to see? Like how many what's your inventory right now on guns?
Give or take 600-700 easily.
600 or 700.
Yeah.
Does
You're
that
a
consider?
fanatic.
I'm about to say.
Yeah,
I'm about to say the same
you're
thing.
definitely a gun fanatic.
That is
fanatic.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, so 600 to 700 guns.
Yeah, seriously.
And you can sit there and talk about all of them.
Yeah, and you get some that come in that don't know anything about guns, and so you got to start from step one and go all the way through,
Yeah.
So I try to start with what their need is, Are you looking for home defense? You wanting to start, competition shooting? What is their need?
Yeah.
And then the next thing I ask them, what is your price range? Because that's important. Not everybody can afford a $1,000 gun or a
Right.
$500 gun. So you got to see what their need is, and then I go from there and try to meet their need and start where they say they need to be price wise, and I'll go from there.
What's your most expensive gun you have in the store right now?
That'd be hard to say.
German brand.
It won't be a rack and slide.
Yeah, it won't be a rack and slide.
Now you're getting into the bolt action.
Well, I mean, we got different prices. We got them starting at $199 up to $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
100?
And that changes. I mean, weekly.
So so a lot of people say cheaper's not always better.
True.
Right. So is that true in the gun world?
Yes.
It is.
Yes. You
So,
really
if
get what you pay for.
So if I'm going in there and I'm looking at just get me out best I can, and I get a $199 gun,
Right.
it's not going to be much
It's still a gun, and it's better to have one than not to have one at all if you needed it.
Yeah.
The thing, like on some of those, they might not have adjustable sights. They won't have night sights on it.
Gotcha.
They're going to have a longer trigger pull. You know, you're going to feel like you're 2 states away before it goes off.
Gotcha.
But so different things like that. But it's still going to be some protection for you. You know, and then starting off with that, and then you graduate up. You know, so once they get that, they're going to come back and buy another one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I've always heard like tattoos.
Wow.
Right, like you get one tattoo, you always get more and more and more. They become addictive. Is that? Do you find that?
I don't have tattoos. Do you?
I
Now,
do
do you
not.
take trades on guns? Do you ever trade
We do,
people
yes.
and do some
Yes.
that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I take trades and I buy them back if they're not wanting to buy anything else. I'll buy them back from them too. Yeah, just depends on what my inventory is.
Right.
What's the biggest thing that you provide for like youth? I mean, I would say archery is one of the big things, especially for high schoolers and students wanting to go into that competition, maybe in Pennsylvania or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. So we have the archery range, which is for the youth. Trying to utilize that area there because it's such a big room and it's separate from the gun store. It has its own, little building, its own bathrooms and everything in there. And I bought a couple blow-ups from... Don't go there. You're going to have to beat that one out. I bought a couple of inflatables. Yeah, I know he didn't even laugh. He's speechless.
He's a professional.
That is definitely getting edited out, Alan.
No, it's not. We don't edit anything.
Yes, we do. But anyways, I bought some inflatable bounce house and a obstacle course. And so we're trying to do birthday parties and things in there.
So Bart and I were looking at your website, and it said birthday parties. I'm like, what in the world are you going to do?
Yeah, that's what we thought. Everybody's going to come out and shoot.
It's like laser tag, except with real guns. Last man standing.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna have our 5-year-old birthday party. We're gonna shoot bow and arrows at
All right,
everybody.
kids. Today it's Squid Game.
Red light.
Red light, green
Shoot
light.
the arrow up in the air and everybody takes off running like on grown-ups.
Yes.
Yeah. But we do have other games, though. Like I say, we have a 40-foot obstacle course. We have a 15-foot bounce house that's good for, 3, 4, and up to 16, 18. I get in the bounce house. And
I was about to ask you, do you get in the bounce house?
I have a 9-year-old grandson,
Nice.
and he's like, Grammy, come on, play with me. So I'm in there with him. But we also have some foam bows and zing bows.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kind of, when you pull them back, it's got a foam end on it.
Yeah.
So they, they can't get hurt on it. And they make a little sound when you pull them back. It goes zing, and then they hit the target. I mean, it's just different
I don't
stuff.
think we got
like,
that, Kathy. What was that sound again?
Zing!
That's it. That's a great sound.
That was the sound.
That was the sound.
That's it. But just different stuff, trying to utilize that big space that we have.
I have to know, have you conquered the obstacle course?
Yes.
You have.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You come down and when that thing's set up one day and we'll race and see who gets to the other end first.
Who do you think is going to win?
Sounds like a game of Wipeout.
Oh, yeah. He is going to wipe out. Yeah, because I'm going to win.
I'm going to wipe out?
Yeah, I'm going to win.
How are you going to win?
Yeah. I had a police officer, he was off duty, come in, and I had been in there playing, so I come out, sweating to death. He's like, what are you doing in there, Kathy? And I said, I'm in there playing with my grandson. The other girl was watching the store. And I said, I'll give you $5 if you go through that course with him. And I said, I want to see who beats who. And my grandson won.
Whooped him.
Yeah, he whooped him.
him.
He whooped him, yeah. But it's a lot of fun when we have that set up. And like I say, just trying to utilize that space. And, Kings Mtn doesn't have a whole lot for kids to do.
Yeah.
So,
that is true.
and I think, if you can set things up like that, get them in, it helps keep them off of drugs, keep them occupied, stuff like that. So
That's the biggest thing. Is like a lot of times, like with kids in the day's world, they're always like just stuck. I know my son
on the computers, on the iPhones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just love and stuff like that. Get them outside of there. Get them off the tablets. Get them off the PlayStations or what have you. Get them out doing things.
Right. Get them up. Get them running around.
Their heartbeats up. Like,
right.
I mean, that's something that I loved to do when I was little. Like, I would just play in the woods and go creek walking all day long.
Us too. Yes.
Yeah. So,
yes.
So yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. What are some things that you do to give back to the community?
Well, I do a lot of giveaways. do a lot of donations. The Cherokee Children's Home is one that we donate to every year, clothes, food, things like that. I'll do a raffle for them also. We did one earlier this year. I donated a gun and sold raffle tickets on it, and then donated the 100% to the Children's Home in Cherokee County. We do a lot with, and I don't have my list with me. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. But we do a lot of stuff with the youth where they take the handicapped youth on hunting trips and things like that.
Oh, nice.
We donate gift certificates and stuff like that to help with that. Just anything on that. I mean, just, it's all about trying to help somebody else, get along the way, because some of those things, the fishing trips and stuff that they do, they would never get to do that if that group of people wasn't helping them. So I'm glad to be just a small part, be able to donate a gun or some ammo or something like that to them. Yeah.
So you said you haven't hunted yourself in 3 or 4 years?
3 or 4 years at least.
Now, do you have hunting land that needs to be hunted?
No.
I just I thought I'd ask.
No. If I did, I would be
I know
hunting.
a guy that would probably
You
hunt
have deer that needs to be in a freezer.
You like summer sausage.
Because he needs to hunt it.
He needs to hunt
so
it.
he can stock my fridge.
Oh, too funny.
Oh man!
Well, actually, speaking of Thanksgiving, truthfully, the first Pilgrims and Indians, when they shared their meal, probably had venison instead of turkey.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, probably
Thanksgiving coming up quick.
did. Coming up quick. What are you cooking?
People out there, please. Again, we said this earlier in the show. Please give Thanksgiving its due. Like it. What am I cooking? I ain't cooking nothing.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I have to
here we go.
confess. I have to confess. I know you're talking about
Oh, we got
Thanksgiving and all.
confession.
I did put up my big wreath at the store today. Just because
Christmas
it was
wreath?
warm, it's pretty. I did. And it's so beautiful.
Well,
You'll
that's-
see it going home, Alan.
And that's the thing. Like it's so warm still. Now
And
it's
that's
gonna be cold
why-
tomorrow.
Right. But I was trying to get it up, and you got to realize how busy I'm going to be for Black Friday.
I
And I'm
understand.
like, I want to go ahead and get the store decorated so it'll be pretty for Black Friday
Yeah.
for the customers.
A little subliminal advertising, too, because, a lot of people like to get weapons for Christmas.
Exactly.
That-
Yeah.
that's
That
true.
puts that thought in their mind.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Get that spirit,
I see. Yeah, the spirit doesn't happen for me until December 1st.
December 1st.
Yeah.
No matter what. December
No matter
1st.
what. I mean, I
personal
don't.
spirit.
it's his personal
It's my
spirit.
own personal spirit. Like, I don't want to hear jingle bells over my turkey.
They're always playing it on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, you got to listen.
You got to
gotta
listen to
have
that,
it.
yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I do.
Well, you should.
It's
I
funny.
should.
My wife got her first deer this past weekend with a black powder muzzleloader.
Really?
Yes, and I always take a picture of it and I send it to her family because they just think, they don't think it's odd that she hunts, but she never was a hunter until like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And now she's killed like 30 deer in the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, she's a slayer.
Slaying
And,
deer.
I took
Deer
the-
Slayer.
that's what I call her, Sandy the Slayer. And I took and I made my own little jingle with it. I put slay, SLAY, bells ring. Are you listening?
Oh, man.
Sandy's muzzleloader is a glistening.
Oh,
It's a
man.
beautiful sight. Sandy's slaying tonight, slaying in a hunter's wonderland.
Wow.
And
He's pretty creative.
They just love it.
Did you not, Alan, did you know that Bart can just rip lines like
I'm
that?
wondering if we maybe can't put that on the back of a T-shirt and make some money.
I was
with it or
thinking
something.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And a slayer's gonna slay, 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 and the hater's gonna hate, hate, hate.
Okay, Taylor
I'm just
Swift.
gonna slay, 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 slay them all, slay them all. That was another one I sent to him.
That's a good one. I like it. I like that you call her Sandy the Slayer.
Yep, I even made her a little video tribute to it. It's pretty cool.
Man, she is.
You
she
got
is
to be
good.
the best husband in the world.
Bart. This Bart is a pretty good dude.
He's a pretty decent guy.
Well, she got to
pretty
thinking if
decent
she was going to spend any time with me from September through Christmas, she better be in the woods.
She better be in the woods with you. There you go.
Yep.
Smart woman.
See, and does she watch these?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I want to say to
Oh.
her, this is a good man. Leave his butter alone.
I tell you what, she's a sharpshooter. I bought her one of those Raven crossbows. I'll be honest with you, it's the most expensive weapon I ever owned. $2,400 crossbow. but she has slayed so many deer with that bow. I mean, she's
Sandy
deadly.
the
I would not
Slayer.
want to be in
Sandy
a
the Slayer, look
I
out.
wouldn't want to be in a crossbow fight with her. I tell you that
gonna
right
lose?
now. Yeah. And she shoot up to the first deer she ever shot, free-handed 62 yards with a crossbow, and thought. That's just what you're supposed to do. I said, honey,
crazy.
I wouldn't have free-handed a rifle at 62 yards, much less a crossbow.
So who's the better shot, Sandy or you?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's better shot.
She's a better shot.
Yeah, I've killed more deer, but I've been doing it a lot longer.
Right.
But she's probably a better shot.
So I gotta ask this question. So you're watching the trail cams and you know where the big bucks are. Are you one of these guys that I'm gonna take this one because I know that's where that buck's at? Are you big-hearted and you put your wife in that stand?
I
when
haven't
you know
even
that
killed
big-
a buck this year, and she shot my 9-pointer the first day she went, the biggest deer I had on camera.
Did that hurt your feelings?
I have to say it took a little motivation out of the hunting, but I was glad she got it.
Yeah.
She had a tough year last year. She only killed 3 last year.
I only
And,
killed 3.
Yeah.
Just
so
3.
this year she's
Tough
already
year.
made up for it. But yeah, so this year I wanted her to have a really good year.
That's awesome. Sounds like she started off good.
Oh, she did. And we haven't got even into rifle season yet. I mean, she's only got 1 tag left.
So you know what we can put on a shirt over there, Alan?
Yeah, we can.
Sandy the Slayer, Bart the Nayer.
Wow.
And a stick of butter on
And a stick of butter, yeah, squeezing it. Make sure you squeeze it.
Squeeze
yes.
that butter. Squeeze that butter.
You know they make that in a container that you can squeeze.
Like
Yeah.
you can actually squeeze it
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. We know what to get him for Christmas.
That's right.
Squeezable butter.
So, Cathy, would you say, speaking of sharpshooters and stuff like that, would you say, have you seen more of the ladies be better shot,
yes.
or really? Why do you think that is? I think it's because the
Calmer
lady.
nerves.
Yes, I that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Women can handle pressure, bro.
That's exactly right.
They can handle pressure. I mean, when you give them birth. Okay, listen to me.
right off the rails.
No, listen. When you can grow a human in your body, you can handle some pressure.
That's it.
Like, hats
Yeah.
off to women, man.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah,
too.
you can take, just like he said about his wife, Sandy, you can take somebody that's never hunted, never shot or anything before, and you take them out and you just explain how to shoot and things like that.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 of them's going to shoot better than you do.
Yeah.
They don't have any bad habits. They don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
They
that's
don't
a
think
lot
about
of
it.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. That's cool. So, we're going to take another quick break so you can visit the bathroom again.
No, I'm not going back in there the second time.
Our big, huge back.
There's probably a trap door in there somewhere.
Yep.
You're gonna fall into the room with the bees and the roaches.
With the bees and the roaches and the
You can
bed
use my
bugs.
personal bathroom.
Your personal bathroom. Now, we're going to be right back. We're going to do some rapid fire questions for you. This is Bart's favorite segment, and I think it's becoming Alan's favorite segment, too.
Oh yeah, baby.
So we'll do.
Excited.
He's so excited. We're gonna do rapid fire for you, and we might pick some football games with you too, and then we're gonna have a little more fun with you. Okay.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
So stay with us. This is Mind Your Business podcast. We'll be right back.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nelon-Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Welcome back to Mind Your Business podcast. I mean, you and Bart's been having your own show on the breaks. I'm like, what are you doing here? I mean, you're just leaving me out in the cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I get left out in the cold a lot.
And we learned there's no such thing as a 3 gauge.
Yeah. Alan didn't know his gauges of his guns. 400 gauge.
Yeah, he wants a 400 gauge and a 3 gauge.
From one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
That's right. That's right. So we have came to the favorite part of the podcast for Bart and Alan. Alan has just grown to love this segment of the podcast.
I love these answers.
Yes, it is the rapid fire, Cathy. The rapid fire. So Bart comes up with these questions. He's going to hit you with them. You give your answers. Alan and I, we're throwing our opinions on it.
We critique your answers.
Yeah, we do.
I
Make
will,
fun of you.
Yes, we do.
I will have to say, normally I only come up with 10 questions, but tonight I got 15.
Oh, man.
Alan, he went 15.
He went 15. He's not being good to me.
We're
Yeah.
gonna bury you.
Yeah.
And trust me, guys, I don't know what these 15 questions are.
Well, these are
so,
just
you
questions
know,
so our thousands and thousands and thousands of followers can get to know you a little bit better on a personal
Okay.
level.
Okay.
How do you feel?
How personal are we getting?
Oh, we're getting personal, girl. We're getting personal.
Oh, did y'all hear that? He called me dog.
There's a reason why Justin loves this segment.
There is. There is. How's that feel to know that you got 1,000 people watching you right now? Well, not right now, but
Not this second, but yeah, pretty awesome. And I appreciate the shout out with the business and all. A lot of people have been there, like I say, almost 3.5 years now, and people still don't know I'm there. So
yeah, that's true. So, I mean, great. And again, knowing your story, knowing that your ex is what motivated you. Suck it again, ex.
there you go.
He will probably not be a fan of this podcast.
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably
But
not.
Who cares, right?
Definitely not me. Not many people are fans of me, though.
Let me say this because that reminds me. Right after we did the last one, Bart called me for something. Yeah, you'll remember this. Called me on the phone, and I answer, and Bart says, "Well, I guess you've heard by now." Heard what? That last podcast we did with Spectrum. Yeah, they're suing us. What? And I mean, his voice is just so
serious.
Look,
I'm thinking, not only am I fired, I'm gonna have to figure out how to pay for some sort of lawsuit and figure out a way out of this.
Alan, he told me he was going to do that, and I said, "Do it."
Y'all both suck.
We do suck. I'm sorry,
All right.
Alan.
I will get the last laugh. I have editing control.
That's true. You do. Oh man, we are in trouble, Bart.
Yeah, $20 edits. Remember that.
Yes. All right, Bart, hit us off. Start
All
us
right.
off with this rapid fire.
In a day's time, what would you be more likely to drink the most of, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Sun drop.
Yes,
That wasn't an option.
it needs to be.
He said coffee or tea.
I know he did.
Coffee or tea?
Look, Alan, put it on her. There it
yeah,
is.
put in a sun drop.
Nice sun drop.
What is the better caliber pistol, 45 ACP or 10 millimeter?
10 millimeter.
Oh,
Yes.
10 millimeter.
Is that a shock to you, Bart?
Well, 10 yards and in, the 45's got more knockdown, but after 10 yards, the 10 millimeter does the damage. Some
Does the
people deer
damage.
hunt with a 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can bear hunt with a 10
Yeah.
millimeter.
Alan, you got any comment on that?
I don't know why the 4 gauge wasn't on there. It should have been a choice. I mean, the 3 caliber, whatever.
Better deer rifle, the new Buckhammer 360 by Henry or the 30-30 Classic?
I would go 30-30 Classic.
Alan wants to go to the 360 Buckhammer just because he wants to say it.
Alan wants to just
He
do
wants to say it so bad.
I want to say, what? Are you making that up? Are you serious?
That is a real gun.
It is a real caliber.
Yes.
It's not one that people come in and ask for every day, but yeah, 30-30's.
Sounds like something out of Mad Magazine. What do you think of the new Buckhammer, John? That's a fine firearm.
They're actually really expensive. They're about $1,300 right now if you can even find one.
Buckhammer.
Better hot dog, Nathan's or Hebrew National?
This is important.
Ooh.
Nathan's or who?
Hebrew National.
I'd say Nathan's.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Yes, you missed me.
We did.
Woo!
There we go. Nathan's all day.
What do you say?
I have to go Hebrew National.
You're going Hebrew?
Yeah, although I have to say Nathan's makes a good dog.
Oh my gosh.
Whichever one's on sale for $4.99 is the one I buy.
Got a point there.
Wait a minute. Let's interject this. What's the consensus on cheese-filled dogs?
No, get out of here. No.
Pass.
No.
I don't even get a coney at the Sonic.
I'm gonna pull out the Buckhammer and take care of this.
Which would you more likely have as a pet, a ferret or a potbelly pig?
Ooh.
That's my reaction. ferrets.
Get
First of all, ferrets are nocturnal and they stink. Like, why would you want a ferret?
Right, but they're going to be easier to keep in the house and a little bit cleaner than a pig.
Who said in the house?
This is a house pet.
Is this my house or is it my personal
It's your
house?
personal house. It's your personal house. This is your personal pet.
I think I'd take the ferret.
The ferret.
Yeah,
Better
I don't know,
for-
little fat pig. It'd be running around. I'd be thinking, you're bacon.
Exactly. Better broadhead, Schwacker or Rage?
Rage.
Really?
I could be wrong on that. It's just
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this
I'd
is
say
your
Rage.
opinion. Better camouflage, real tree or mossy oak?
that depends on really where you're hunting. You know what
Your
I'm saying?
personal favorite.
I like real tree.
I'm with you.
I'm about to say, I mean, it's got tree in the name.
Right.
It's got to be
Which
real
would you
tree.
prefer to hunt out of, a ladder stand or a ground blind?
Again, that would depend on where I'm hunting. I would say ground blind.
Oh, I thought you was going to say ladder. Because you'd like to get high.
Better.
Because I got
I was so ready for my joke and you didn't say it. So I had to make my own.
Better movie, the original Grease or Quigley Down Under?
Okay.
that's not even close.
I'm afraid to guess now. I'd say Grease.
Okay, first of all,
Guessed incorrectly.
quickly down. What is that?
It's Tom freaking Selleck.
It's Tom Selleck. yeah.
Roy?
It's Tom Selleck. It's
Look,
Magnum PI.
Listen, I
Down
was
Under.
going through these questions before the show, and I saw that answer, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, I thought that
You
was
got to
a
watch
made-up-
that movie Quigley Down Under. It's a good one.
I have to now.
Magnum.
Is it on
What?
Netflix?
I don't know. It's just a movie. I mean, I guess it might be. I don't know. I don't do a lot of streaming.
Bart Cole, ladies and gentlemen.
What would be most fun to you, cornhole or old-fashioned horseshoes?
Horseshoes.
I agree.
What?
Yes.
You agree?
No.
That's because
Yes, old-fashioned horseshoes, yes.
Better.
I got cornhole boards. We do that at the store, too, by the way. It's
Dude,
part of those birthday parties we can do.
nice.
While you're tanning.
Wait.
Better dessert, triple chocolate cake or banana pudding?
Banana pudding.
Good choice.
What y'all's? Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
Chocolate cake.
Banana pudding without the bananas for me.
You are just
Without
weird.
the bananas? That would
That's
just be
just
pudding.
No, it's not.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Where'd you find him at?
Wow.
Do you still want the vanilla wafers in it?
Yes.
Okay.
All
okay.
day.
That's like,
Give me
sir,
that.
can I have a cheeseburger without the burger?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Literally
Listen,
banana pudding.
listen. I rather have a pecan pie without the pecans.
You are weird.
You know what that's called? It's called like a brown sugar pie.
Then why do they call it?
Pecan pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pecans. Is it pecans or pecans?
It's pecans.
Pecans.
Pecan.
Yeah.
You can't be from Shelby.
Not from Shelby.
He is not from Shelby,
He
is
is
he?
from Lattimore.
I'm not from Lattimore. I will pull out my birth certificate right now.
He's from Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Where would you prefer to eat? The Waffle House for supper or Denny's for breakfast?
Waffle House for supper.
All day.
All day, every day.
Better Thanksgiving side dish, dressing or mashed potatoes and gravy?
Well, we already know mine.
Dressing.
Dressing. Oh.
Dressing.
That was hers.
Yes.
Dressing is terrible.
Which sport would we more likely see you to watch on TV, UFC or bass fishing?
Bass fishing.
You don't want to see two dudes beating up each
No.
other?
My boyfriend is always saying, it's Friday night, wrestling comes on, yay! And I'm like, you can go watch it in the bedroom.
Which holiday would you celebrate the most, 4th of July or New Year's Day?
New Year's Day.
Really?
That's it for
That's a
rapid fire.
surprise for me.
What?
No. We
was
forgot
a
the
quick
most
answer.
important
Wait,
question.
hold on. Time out. Why New Year's Day?
I don't know, you start everything new and
May all
you
the
make
claims
new...
be forgot.
Right, let the past be the past. You start afresh, start new.
Do you have the classic New Year's meal?
Most of
What's
the time,
the classic
yes.
New Year's meal in Lattimore? What do they
It's-
eat?
Collard greens,
Black-eyed peas.
black-eyed peas,
Nope.
And pork.
some type of pork, fatback or something. Yes.
Yeah, not eating
What
the
is
greens.
it? Really? You don't eat greens?
No.
He also doesn't
That's
eat
why you
banana
have no
pudding
money.
with
That's
bananas.
exactly right.
Yeah. That's why he has no money.
I'd like
What
to have
else?
a personal pudding without bananas, please.
One of them brown sugar pies.
Yeah, brown sugar pie.
Look, I'm
You
not.
might otherwise put pecans in.
Hold the pecans, please.
Look, no, listen. It's not just a brown sugar pie. Okay, let me give you the context of my pecan pie without the pecan. I get a slice of pecan pie, but I take the individual
I
pecans
see what you're
off
saying. Gotcha.
because I like the whatever the context.
The ooey gooey.
Yeah, I love that part
Yeah.
of it.
You just get a sugar high.
Watermelon sugar high.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't like anything lemon either.
Really?
Anything lemon.
What about key lime?
No.
Ooh, key lime's
Citrus
so
and
good.
sundrops.
Key lime pie.
Yeah, but lemon, like just anything lemon, get it out of here. And
I love lemon.
The reason,
lemon meringue.
the reason is because when I was younger, I was being babysat, and my babysitter always gave us a choice of dessert. Like she always gave two choices.
What was it?
Banana
This-
pudding.
No. The choices were this time was a lemon-filled donut
Okay.
or like Oreo cookie. Well, I'm an adventurous type. Like I like to take chances here and there.
Here and there. Donut.
I said, "Give me the donut." I did.
I'm a rebel. Give me the
I did. So I took one bite of this donut, and the lemon jelly, whatever crap was in there, filled my mouth, and I instantly regretted my decision. But my babysitter made me eat the freaking donut,
Oh,
the whole one. I was sick for 3 days.
bless it.
So ever since then, no.
So you
no
know how to
lemon
deal
in-
with it. Is this babysitter might happen to still be with us?
This babysitter's still alive today.
I'll be honest with
I mean,
you.
do we
don't-
need to confront
'Cause
this
I
queen
know,
bee?
I know we need to get a 4 gauge.
Be honest with you, I don't know. Her name was Penny. I don't know, Penny, if you're there. I hate
Penny,
you.
if you're listening tonight, this one goes out to you.
I got this buck hammer with your name on it.
I hate you, Penny.
Send him a dozen of those donuts for Christmas, Penny.
Oh my gosh! Please don't. Please don't.
pecan
Oh man.
Yeah.
Without the pecans. Alan, you have your 2 questions ready?
Yes.
All right.
Who do you believe killed buckwheat?
I have no clue. I don't know.
Obviously, she's wrong.
The next
We need to
question.
survey 100 pest control technicians and ask them that same question.
Well, who
Question.
killed buckwheat?
John David Stutz.
Okay.
We went over this in the last podcast.
We did.
I didn't have time to watch it. I'm
She
a
didn't-
busy woman.
She didn't finish it.
Now-
She didn't finish it.
Secondly, who do you favor in the Virginia Slims tournament?
Oh my
This
god.
is a great question.
These questions, man.
Yeah,
only
where'd you
one
come up
correct
with these?
You'd have to watch the last podcast.
Well, see,
to find out.
I told you, I confessed, I didn't have time to watch it. It was an hour long. I'm
Actually,
a busy
it was-
woman. It's an
actually,
hour
it
and a half.
2
Yeah,
hours.
it was long.
He edited a good 30 minutes out on y'all.
Did he?
Oh, the good stuff. Yeah, he cut
Yeah.
you. He cut you out.
When-
That's why I didn't know who you was when I come in. No, I'm just-
She didn't know who I was. She didn't know who I was.
yeah, I don't know because I didn't see that part of the podcast, Alan.
The
so
answer
guys, help me
is-
out.
I still don't know the answer, and I was in the
Oh,
podcast.
well, I don't feel bad now.
The answer is, in women's tennis, I always root against the heterosexual.
It's kind of an odd answer.
Kind of an odd answer,
You
but
gotta,
yeah.
if you
You
know
got to
it,
see
you
the
know it. Yeah,
yeah. You got to see the movie, which I haven't seen either.
I haven't seen
So
One
it.
that's-
day,
So, yeah.
somebody's
That's
going
2
to say
movies I need
John
to see.
David Stutz, and they're going to win that car.
Because we have the car is in the bathroom.
It would fit.
the car's gonna be like 13 years old.
You know who's going to say it, don't you? Lorcan. He's
Yeah.
going to be our next guest. Who killed Buckwheat? Oh, John David Stutz.
He knows. Yeah, Lorcan.
Yeah, give me a pen so I can write that down for when I come back.
Lorcan. All right, Kathy. we're coming to another segment that a lot of people love because they love to make fun of us every week.
That was because they made so much money off of our picks.
No, no. And again, if you listen to our picks, all you got to do if you want to make money is pick the opposite of what we pick, because I swear, Bart, like I swear, this has been the worst picking from me I've ever had in my life.
Rough.
It is rough. I mean, we picked what was it last week? Some game. We picked all the
Can
games.
I ask about the there was one pick. It was
Arizona State.
Yeah,
They're 5
it was Arizona
1
State.
and 5.
They're 1-5.
They're 1-5.
Did they win against Washington?
No.
No, they didn't.
No.
No,
So
no,
now
no.
they're 1-6.
Yeah. So we're going to pick the top 25 college football team programs according to the new FBS rankings, and so we're gonna air this. We're shooting this on the week of the 9th, but we're gonna air this the week of like the 18th. So these are games that are gonna be played that weekend right before Thanksgiving. Just so you know, for people out there, so you have a lot of time to do research on our picks and make a wiser pick. So the first game that on that day, 11/18, is going to be Ohio State and Minnesota. Who you got, Bart?
Ohio State still hasn't played anybody. I mean, and they're not playing anybody in this game, so I'm sticking with Ohio State.
Going to Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kathy?
I'm not up on football, to be honest. I've not watched a whole lot of it, so I'm gonna say Ohio State.
Let's give her a coin to flip. That might be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be
That would be
fun.
interesting.
Does the coin
And I
win
would-
more than we do?
Yeah. I would say if you are watching this and you do want to make bet on Kathy, because typically it's kind of like with the gun thing.
Yep.
You just don't know, and you're just going out there and shooting, and typically win the most money.
There you go.
Alan,
Money.
Alan, who you getting?
Yeah, Buckeyes.
Buckeyes, me
Buckeyes.
too. Biggest game for me of the day, and maybe the biggest game of this weekend when we get there, is Tennessee and Georgia.
Ooh.
And they play at Tennessee this year.
Oh, that's a difference.
I'll tell you what, Georgia is winning, but they're not winning impressively. If Tennessee comes out and scores 31 points, they win this game.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to be tight. If Georgia does get upset before the SEC championship, this will be the time. I'm going Vols. I'm going Vols at home. I like this.
Kathy?
I agree. I'm going Tennessee at home.
Oh, my gosh. Alan?
Shout out to my brother. He's a big Tennessee fan.
Is there a spread?
I don't have a spread yet because we're a week out still. Sorry.
If I'm guessing on spread, I'm going to say Georgia 3.5.
Wow, really?
I'm going to go with Tennessee too at home.
Wow. You're going to make me be that guy that has to pick against my own team for us not to look like idiots?
Be the guy. Be the guy.
You can't be the guy.
I'm not being the guy against them. No, sir. Vols all the way. I think they play Missouri this week, the week that we're recording this, and then they play Georgia. I think they win both of those games. I really do. So go Vols. I'm a big Vols fan, by the way. So me and your brother, we need to get some tickets. I might be going to this game, actually. The Tennessee Georgia
game
game.
to see.
Yeah, so it'd be pretty awesome. Maryland, Michigan.
I'll tell you what, Michigan, I don't know what's going on with those guys. They're about like Ohio State. Neither one of them's going to play anybody until they play each other. But Penn State and Michigan will play, but that's not the game we're talking about.
That's actually this week's game.
That's the Buckhammer Bowl.
Maryland played Ohio State the first half great.
Yeah.
But Michigan just steals too many signs. I'm going to go Michigan.
Go steal their signs.
And I'm not copying him. Michigan was my first guess when you said it.
Okay.
I'm going Michigan too.
All right, Alan.
I will always pick against the team that betrayed the ACC and left. So
That's true.
I will pick against Maryland till the day I croak.
I think coming into this game, Michigan's going to have one loss because they play Penn State this week. So I think they lose, but then they bounce back against Maryland. So I think Michigan wins. Florida State, North Alabama. We'll just go all Seminoles on that one. I'm going to help you out on that. Don't even go North Alabama. They are 3-7.
Why is that game scheduled so late in the season?
Who's Florida State play after that game? That might be why.
It's
It's Miami, I believe.
Yeah, so ACC sometimes they have to have these like fill-in games because they don't. But that's going to change in the coming years because they're going to have more people joining the ACC, obviously. So they're going to have more games to
They're
play.
going to get rid of the smaller schools.
Yeah, the cupcake teams.
Yeah.
Arizona State. So they did win a game at some point because their record right now is 2-7.
Yes.
So they're not 1-6 now. Alan.
They're 1-5.
They're 2-7 now. They play Oregon, so they're going to be 2-8, if not 2-9, when they lose against this coming up. Who you want to go Arizona State?
No.
Okay.
Nobody wants a piece of that action.
Pass.
She said pass, not the
Pass.
other one.
Yep.
Penn State at Rutgers.
What?
Well,
Fido's tail.
Listen. Listen. Bart said no one wants a piece of that action. And as soon as he said that, Cathy said pass. So the P got like X'd out there for a second. So I had to clarify everything. All right.
That's perfect timing, wasn't it?
It was.
Never mind. Alan, you don't get it. Your camera has been revoked again.
I'm never going to get a camera on me.
You're really not, man.
I'm not.
Rutgers against.
Wait a minute. These
Penn
are my
State.
cameras.
We should do him like Wilson. You know, where you only see the.
You only see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go volleyball there. Sorry.
What?
Castaway.
Oh, yeah.
Penn State, Rutgers.
I'm going to go Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Penn State, me too. Houston and Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State's just coming off a pretty good win from Oklahoma,
Yeah.
but Houston does have a horseshoe. And is it at Houston?
What?
I don't know. I would imagine it looks like it's at Oklahoma State, but that could be wrong. And also, Houston's 4-5. So, horseshoe's running out.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Oklahoma State at home.
Oklahoma.
You are definitely copying Bart.
I am
Who
not.
you got?
I'm going to answer first this next time.
Okay, all right.
I'll go with Bart.
Like I say, I don't. Yeah.
I'll go Oklahoma State too. All right, Cathy, you're going to be first this time.
Okay, I'm going to be first.
Rival game, Kansas State. Who you got?
Ooh, that's a tough game.
That is a tough game. Wow.
She has no idea what she's talking. You literally just copied him again.
I was not. I'm going to go Kansas. I'm going to go Kansas.
Kansas. Okay, who you got, Bart?
Do we know who's at home and who's
I
not?
didn't get to ask that.
Wow.
Just answer.
It makes a difference.
I know,
makes
but
a
I didn't get that info.
I think I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go K-State.
Wow.
See, he copied me.
No, he didn't copy you.
Oh.
You went Kansas.
Well, I said Kansas.
You going
Okay.
back to Kansas State now?
Well, when I said Kansas, I thought it was Kansas State. In my defense.
Exactly.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Who you have? Alan.
K-State. K-State has a horseshoe.
K-State. They haven't had a horseshoe in 3 games, okay? They're 6-3.
They're on a slide right now.
All right, BYU and Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's
Oklahoma.
they've got nothing to play for anymore. But BYU is horrible this year, so I'm going to Oklahoma.
See, I said Oklahoma.
You did. So now Bart's copying you.
Sooners, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Sooners as well. Arizona against Utah.
Interesting.
Who's playing? Who's at home?
It shows right here that Utah will be at home, but I don't know if that's facts.
I'll go Arizona.
Okay. Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick at all. Utah's reeling, but if they get their quarterback by then, I'll go Utah.
Yeah, Utah, same.
They're not getting their quarterback by then. They have shut him down for the season.
I retract.
Nope. See, y'all, I picked this sight unseen and not knowing all these details. So.
Yeah. But I'm going to go Arizona. I'm going to go Arizona on that
I'm
one.
going to stick with Utes at home.
Iowa against Illinois.
Iowa.
That's a good pick. It really is a good pick.
It is.
That is a good
I tell you, anytime I hear Iowa, I just think 9-7.
I know you
I mean,
do.
it's the most unentertaining football to watch in the world, but they still win. I'm gonna go Iowa.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'll go Iowa as well. I'm not even going to ask this when it's Alabama and Chattanooga.
Alabama.
Good pick again.
Another weird game.
But you know what? Chattanooga is 7-3. So they're
Well, you remember a couple
They're
years
good.
ago, the Citadel had them 10-10 at halftime.
That's true. That's true.
But
Then what happened?
then they got crushed.
That's true.
Then they woke up.
Ole Miss at UL Monroe. We'll go Ole Miss on that one, everybody. I'm assuming
Yep.
2-7 is UL Monroe. So we'll skip that game. Miami and Louisville. You look like
Louisville.
I thought you were going to pick
I know
Miami.
you did. Like surprise.
Which
me.
Miami?
I know you do.
This is ACC Miami.
Ah.
What other Miami is there?
Oh, come on. Ohio.
Did you really say Miami? Yeah. I know who you're talking about, but
Yeah.
still.
I'm going Louisville.
Louisville? Yeah, me too. Alan?
I'm going with Miami.
Ohio.
Yeah, Miami.
Miami, Ohio.
Terrible pick. Terrible pick. Florida Atlantic against Tulane.
Really?
Tulane is 23.
Why don't we pick between Gardner Webb and Crest?
Crest would win that game.
Probably.
Sorry to my alma mater.
Wait, where's the button? Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who's starting?
Yeah, who's starting?
Anybody.
Let Alan go first.
Go,
Yeah,
Alan.
What was it?
Crest against Gardner Webb. No, Florida Atlantic against Tulane.
God, Tulane.
Good. Tulane for me as well.
I'll go Green Wave.
Good.
Green Wave.
Good. Notre Dame at Wake Forest.
Yikes.
Bradford going back home.
I go Notre Dame.
I'm going Notre Dame as well. Bart?
Another team that has nothing to play for anymore, but Bradford will play well back home. Notre Dame.
You mean Hartman?
Yeah, Hartman.
Hartman.
Bradford. What am I thinking? Bradford.
I don't know. Sam Bradford?
Yeah. He didn't even play. Where did that even come from?
I don't know. Who'd you go?
Wake. Why not?
Wait.
Why not?
Clemson, North Carolina.
Ooh.
That's the game of the day.
Tell you what, if Clemson's a stock, you better buy all you can buy right now.
Yeah, Tyler from Spartanburg.
I'm going Tigers. They get the win at home. They're hard to beat on at the
At home
Valley.
they are, yeah. I'm going Tigers.
Tigers as well. Who you got?
Heels.
Hills. I'm going to go Hills as well. We got Oregon State, the Beavers.
Here we go.
They're always there. They're
They
always
take
there.
a pounding.
They've only took 2 poundings this season.
That's what you think.
They really weren't poundings either.
They're 7-2. They're playing Washington.
They will take a pounding this time.
The Huskies going to pound the Beaver.
Yeah.
I finally got Cathy. I finally got her.
Gosh, Wally, why you being so hard on the Beaver?
I finally got her.
Oh my goodness.
Who you going with?
Oh,
Those Huskies are tearing the Beavers up, boy.
I'm going with the Huskies.
Hey, it's not a bad pick.
That's not a bad pick at all. I'm going to go Huskies as well.
The Beavers are going to get licked.
Well,
And there you have it.
3 more
Yeah, I got 3 more to get to.
Okay.
Get 3 more to get to.
I don't know if we're going to make it.
I don't think we are. Missouri.
Did we just fumble?
Yeah. We fumbled going into the goal line, buddy.
Oh boy.
We just lost that game. Missouri against Florida.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Man, y'all almost said that exact. Like y'all.
Exactly. We know, man.
I mean,
we're right there.
who you got? Florida. I'm going to Missouri. Iowa State and Texas.
Iowa.
I'm going Texas.
Texas.
Texas. LSU and Georgia State.
LSU.
LSU.
I'm going LSU as well. Alan, who you got?
Same. Yep.
Same. All right, that's our football picks for this week.
Thank goodness.
It got the football picks every now and then get a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Cathy, have you had fun?
I have had fun.
All right, so the other thing that we started doing just recently in the podcast, I think it was a big hit last week. Last time we did one, went last week.
What?
We go around and we tell.
Pass the hat.
Yeah,
We take up a love offering.
yeah. We go around and we tell your mama joke.
Oh,
So Alan didn't even tell one.
I don't even have any.
So you
Wait,
tell
give me my
us
phone.
your mama joke.
y'all got to start me off on this one.
I don't know if I've got many more.
You
Well,
got
I
more.
haven't heard any of them, so you're good to go with me.
Alan, what you got, man? Come on.
I'm looking it up.
That's cheating, Alan.
I don't know any of your mama jokes.
Siri, tell me your mama joke.
All right, I got one.
You just looked on your phone.
Listen, I got them written up.
Oh, cheater. But go ahead.
Your mama's so fat she uses Google Earth to take a selfie.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Oh,
How did this get started?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Go ahead.
Your mama got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Oh, my God.
Your mama's so fat when she... Wait.
what?
I messed up.
I can tell.
Your mama's so fat when she skips a meal, the stock market drops. Thank you.
Yeah, you're done.
Thank you.
You're done.
I'll be here all night. Thank
You're
you very
done.
much.
You're done. Oh man, I got
That
one
was
more.
so wrong.
I got one more. Your
Wait,
mama's so
stop.
fat when she walks past the TV, I missed 3 episodes.
Y'all have too much time on your hands. I can see that already.
Too many. You don't have one.
Oh,
Wait.
God.
Your
don't
mama's
have-
so fat, I swerved to miss her in my car and ran out of gas.
Alan's bringing out the good ones now.
bringing
He's just been holding back.
He's been holding back. He's
Yeah.
he's studied all weeks what
Your
he's
mama's
done.
so fat, she qualifies for group insurance. Wait. So your mama's so fat when she went to KFC and the cashier asked what size bucket, she said the one on the roof.
Oh my gosh.
Your
I
mama's so
love-
fat she wore a red shirt and all the kids said, "Hey, Kool-Aid."
Oh,
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, goodness.
Kathy,
Yeah,
you have any?
I don't have any on that one. We'll have to do a man joke and then we can think of something. Next episode.
Your
yeah.
daddy's so fat.
Yo, daddy.
Your daddy's so fat.
Right, we gotta involve everybody.
I got one more, Justin. This is too good. Your mama's so fat she brought her own spoon to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Best one, yes.
That's the best one. Oh, Kathy, it has been Super Bowl. Yeah, Kathy, it's been awesome. You've been one of our best guests, and I know that's. I feel like I say that to every guest.
He
We
does.
haven't had a bad guest yet.
We really haven't.
We
Though.
picked the upper tier of
That's what we do.
business owners to bring in here.
That's why. So if you haven't been on the podcast, I mean, step your business up, bro.
You don't have a business till you've been on this
He's
podcast.
been on podcast. That's right.
That's true.
Right.
That's
So,
true.
You do have
Kat-
to pay your dues here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, it's been a pleasure.
I'm gonna
Thank
need
you.
therapy after this session.
Lead therapy.
Lead therapy.
Yeah, lead therapy. Lead therapy.
Let's
with
get
some
some
shock.
lead therapy.
Lead therapy, lead therapy. It's been a pleasure. It was nice to meet you.
It's been awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
out.
you've been great. Thank you for coming in and shooting the crap with us. You see what I did there?
I
Shooting.
did.
Yes.
We got
Oh,
Yeah. Alan, you didn't
4
get it.
gauge. Buck hammer.
with a bunk hammer. That's right.
So it's been awesome. Bart, I had a blast. Did you have a blast?
Yeah, this has been great.
Alan, did you have a blast?
It's all right.
It'll do in a rush, won't it, Alan?
It's all right in a pinch.
Kathy, did you have a blast?
I had a blast, yes.
That's awesome. Stay tuned for our next episode. Hopefully, we'll have the Crest head coach
Wow.
coming on soon. They're in the playoffs, looking to make a deep run. So hopefully we get Coach Soulsby on our next episode. But I don't know what joke I made just there. But I don't know.
Bart has laughed so hard, you know. I don't know if he's crying or sweating over there.
A little bit of both.
Thinking of that lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh man. So stay tuned for our next episodes. We're excited that you've been a part of this. We love doing it. We love bringing in the community, getting involved in the community, and people coming in and telling about their business and that kind of thing, and just having fun with it. So stay tuned for the next podcast. We'll be in touch. You can check this one out on YouTube, our Facebook page, and Nelon-Cole. Where else can they find it, Alan?
They can't find it.
Okay.
All the usual spots. The Nelon-Cole page, we'll let Kathy post it on hers if she wants to. Facebook,
Absolutely.
Whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've got a pretty good computer guy.
I did.
Is his name Alan?
It would be Alan.
Alan.
Guy we had to deal with. That's another story. But
Alan.
here comes Bart. Here comes Twilight.
No.
I've been
no.
wanting to hear Twilight on the podcast.
Listen, wherever you're watching this and however you're watching this and whatever time you're watching this, I hope you have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, Twilight. However you're watching this, we are glad you have been a part of it. Have an awesome evening. We'll catch you on next time. This has been Mind Your Business Podcast. Have a good night.
Twilight.